ever seen a skeletal system? What is a skeletal system? Bonds and joints that binds bones together form skeletal system. Skeletal system is the framework of our body. What all are the uses of a skeletal system? Skeletal system gives shape to our body. Protection of most important internal organs like brain, heart, lungs, reproductive organs, excretory organs, etc. is the duty of our skeletal system. Skeletal system have an important role in the movements of our body. Red blood cells and white blood cells in our body were created inside our bones. This is done by a special group of cells called stem cells that are found mostly in the bone marrow, which is the innermost layer of our bones. Bones act as a warehouse that stores fat and many important minerals, so they are available when our body needs them. Do you know how many bones are there in human body? A newborn baby have around 300 bones. When he became adult, it reduces as 206 bones. But the extra ones don't disappear or dissolve to bring that number down to 206. Instead, some bones fuse together as they develop. So the number of bones become 206 when a person becomes adult. 4 bones are fused together in skull. Fusing of skull bones will occur in the age between 2 and 3. Occipital bones will fuse together in the age of 4. Pubic bones will fuse together in the age between 4 and 8. At the age of 25, fusion process of every bone will complete. Shoulder bone is the last fusing bone in human body. Sacrum and coccyx are the best example of bones fused together. The sacrum is made up of 5 fused vertebrae at lower area of backbone, and last 4 vertebrae fuse together to create the coccyx. 3 bones are fused together in chest to create chest bone or sternum. The skeleton is subdivided into 2 major divisions according to their position: the axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton contains 80 bones, which includes skull, backbone, ribs, and sternum, and appendicular skeleton contains 126 bones, which includes shoulder bones, pubic bones, hands, and legs. Axial skeleton contains 80 bones. Skull is formed with 22 bones, 6 bones in ears, 3 small bones in each ear, 1 hyoid bone. The vertebral column consists of 26 bones, 24 vertebra plus the fused vertebra of the sacrum and coccyx, 1 sternum and 24 ribs. Appendicular skeleton contains 126 bones, which includes 4 bones in shoulder, 2 bones in pelvic grid, 60 bones in hand, and 60 bones in leg. The pelvic grid consists of paired hip bones. It supports and balances the trunk, and protection of reproductive organs and excretory organs are the main functions of pelvic grid. The pelvic grid has a gap in the middle. It's called pelvic arch, significantly larger in females than in males. In males, it should be less than 90 degrees, but in females, it should be greater than 90 degrees. Brain is one of the most important organs in our body. It includes medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, thalamus, cerebellum, and cerebrum. Brain is the organ which controls most of the operations of our body. Collection of bones that protect brain is called scalp. Skull contains 22 bones. Ribcage or thoracic region is made up of 24 ribs, 12 ribs in each side, 1 sternum and 12 vertebrae from backbone. Ribs are connected with backbone at the back side of the body and with sternum at the front to create ribcage. 10 ribs in the each side is connected with sternum at the front of the body to create ribcage. 2 ribs at the end of each side is not connected with sternum in ribcage. These 2 ribs are called floating ribs. First 7 ribs in each side of our body is directly connected with sternum through soft bonds. 8 to 10th ribs in each side of our body is not directly connected with sternum. These ribs are connected to the soft bond that connects 7th rib with the sternum. Ribs that are directly connected with sternum is called real ribs. Ribs that are not directly connected with sternum are called false ribs. First 7 ribs in each side of the body are real ribs and last 5 ribs in each side of the body are false ribs. Protection of most important internal organs like heart and lungs are done by ribcage. The largest bone in the human body is the femur, the thigh bone. It is the largest, longest and strongest bone in the human body. Normally, femur of male have 48 cm length, 2.36 cm width and 290 gram weight. Femur of females are little smaller than male. The smallest bone in the human body is stapes, that is located in the middle ear. Normally, stapes have 3.5 mm width, 5 mm length and 2 mg to 4.30 mg in weight. Clavicle is the softest bone in human body. We see that there are 206 bones in human body. An articulation between 2 or more bones in the human body is called joints. The largest joint in human body is the knee joint. The large femur bone connects with tibia, fibula and patella or kneecap in the junction of knee. Human body, there are many joints that have the ability to move. Some does not have the ability to move and some have the ability for slight movements. Most of the bones in skull does not have the ability to move. Lower jaw is the only bone in the skull which has the ability to move. Vertebrae in the backbone only have a slight movement. Different bones in human body have different types of movements. According to movements, joints in the human body are classified as ball and socket joints, hinge joints, pivot joints, gliding joints, saddle joints, and condyloid joints. There is a bone in human body that is not connected with any other bone, that is hyoid bone. Hyoid is situated at the root of the tongue, in the front of the neck and between the lower jaw and voice box. Hyoid bone is in U shape. Bones have a special capability to cure themselves. A normal human skeleton have 10 kg in weight. Human bone is stronger than concrete and light in weight than steel. We need 400 kg of steel to create a structure in steel as strong as human bone. Even though it will not have the ability to cure themselves.